8 mind-blowing archaeological discoveries made in 2020. Incredible discoveries have been made in 2020, despite the economic challenges it brought along. The world faced a global recession which halted all archaeological expeditions. However, archaeology enthusiasts were bound to no limits. Archaeologists made incredible discoveries, including a cat's geoglyph in Peru, 100 mummies discovered in Egypt, Romulus's tomb in Rome, Assyrian rocks, Mammoth remains in Russia, and much more. These discoveries gave a recreational break to the public, amidst the COVID chaos. These archaeological discoveries speak volumes about the past. Number 8. A cat geoglyph discovered in Peru. In October 2020, a team of archaeologists, working in the Nazca lines, discovered an almost disappearing geoglyph. The geoglyph was of a cat, sitting on one of the hillsides of a desert in Peru. It was around 120 feet long. The geoglyph was barely visible. Peru's Culture Ministry explained the condition of the geoglyph in a statement, saying, "The figure was scarcely visible and was about to disappear, because it's situated on quite a steep slope that's prone to the effects of natural erosion." The Ministry of Culture of Peru. However, the conservation team restored the cat by removing rocks from the sandy hill. The contrasting rocks above and under the slope gave a shape to the cat. According to archaeologists, the cat was etched into the rocky area between 200 BC and 100 BC. Many Nazca lines were constructed in the same period as well. Number 7. Ancient artwork of Colombian Amazon. In December 2020, archaeologists confirmed the discovery of a novel cave art in the Amazon rainforest. The art drawing stretched on an 8-mile-long wall canvas. The Ice Age inhabitants of Amazon doodled images of mastodons, gigantic sloths, extinct beasts, deer, alligators, bats, serpents, porcupines, monkeys, turtles, and camelids on the cave walls. The cave art included paintings of hunting cavemen as well. These drawings were painted using ochre, a pigment. According to archaeologists, the discovered Ice Age art was painted at the end of the last Ice Age, between 11,800 to 12,600 years ago. Number 6. Hundreds of coffins found in Egypt. The site of Saqqara was subject to thorough excavation in November 2020. In early November, archaeologists found sealed coffins at the site under excavation. All of the coffins were packed shut with mummies inside them. No one had touched this national treasure before. On November 14, archaeologists confirmed that 100 coffins were found during excavation, and more coffin discovery was expected. The coffins included ancient artifacts, including Egyptian deities. They are estimated to date back to 700 BC and 30 BC. Number 5. Legendary founder Romulus's tomb discovered in Rome. According to historians, Romulus was the great founder of Rome and established Rome in the 8th century BC. Romulus and his brother Remus were jettisoned. A she-wolf found them and raised the brother duo. After coming of age, Romulus killed Remus over a political debate, claiming ownership of Rome. Romulus served Rome and eventually died. The ancient Romans buried the Roman savior in the heart of Roman politics, under the Senate House. Historians initially debated on the existence of Romulus and considered his story to be Roman mythology. However, archaeologists' ongoing excavation, in February 2020, led to the discovery of the tomb of Romulus beneath the Roman Senate House. A 4.5 feet long coffin sat inside the tomb. The tomb is subject to study. Number 4. Female hunters were quite normal in the Stone Age. In November 2020, archaeologists found a 9,000 years old burial of a female hunter in Peru. The grave of the woman had a hunting tool kit that made archaeologists conclude the myth of female hunters is true. The existence of female hunters has been long debated. It was largely believed that men hunted while women picked fruits and vegetables. However, the presence of hunting tool kits in the 9,000-year-old grave gave concrete evidence that female hunters were pretty normal back then. Number 3. Polynesians met Colombians around 1150 AD. In 2020, a study was conducted to understand the relationship between the indigenous people of Polynesia and South Americans of the Pacific coast. Scientists gathered DNA from both races, which revealed shocking results. Scientists confirmed that Polynesians and Colombians mated with one another in AD 1150. The research results raised many questions, including how the indigenous people, or the Southern Americans, traveled 7,000 kilometers to reach each other's native land. The study is still under process and aims to justify the DNA results. Number 2. Vikings' ancient Longhouse unearthed in Iceland. The archaeologists of Iceland announced the fascinating discovery of a longhouse in the east of Iceland, near the fjord village of Stubbarfjörður. The longhouse was 130 feet long and considered to be one of the oldest longhouses built by the Vikings. According to archaeologists, the longhouse was built in the 9th century. A further excavation yielded luxurious ornamental beads and coins. The coins included Middle Eastern and Roman silver coins, which are believed to have been used by the Vikings as currency. Furthermore, glass beads, gold fragments, bent pieces of silver, and rings were also found in the longhouse. Number 1. Remains of ancient mammoth houses found in Russia. In March 2020, archaeologists made a mind-boggling discovery of mammoth houses, located 300 miles south of Moscow, in Kotensky, Russia. The structure was circular and extended over 11 meters of land. The house was built from enormous mammoth bones, majorly. However, the bones of horses, wolves, deer, and other animals were also used in making the house. According to archaeologists, the mammoth dwellings must have been built 20,000 years ago. The purpose of these mammoth structures is still unclear. Some believe that they were food storage warehouses, whereas others think that ancient people dwelled here. Archaeologists confirmed that mammoth bones still had flesh attached to them. The way bones were intermingled made it clear that meat was not wholly removed from the bones.